So here at Seedbed, we say that we exist to gather, connect, and resource the people of God to sow for a great awakening. We know that that's a huge vision, great awakening, that God wants to actually wake us up in a huge way. And we believe that God doesn't do in a big way what He first doesn't do in a small way. And one of the ways that we've begun to articulate that, how God might show up in our lives in small ways, is to talk about banded discipleship. Now, banded discipleship is a bit of a play on words. It's something we sort of created. And what we mean by banded is tight-knit, close, authentic, honest relationship. It's friendship. It's about getting real with one another. When you add that together with discipleship, it's about getting real with one another in the hopes that we can grow in the grace and love of Jesus. And so banded discipleship is all about us coming together in smaller groups of people, being honest with our lives, and helping one another grow.
Yeah, one of the things that Kevin Watson in particular has been such a good voice on is the idea of how so much of our small group activity over the last, 20, 30 years is not bad, but it's centered in content. It's centered in curriculum. And what happens are groups of people come together and they relate to the curriculum primarily, and they're learning good content and good information, but the real sort of significant transformation seems to be missing. And what we've come to realize is that content's essential, but content is not our primary problem in this day and age. Our problem is a connection problem. And so banded discipleship, there's content involved, but the real curriculum are our lives, our relationships, and it's causing for us to meet one another at another level to do the work. We often talk about the second half of the gospel and sort of breaking out of the stuckness that so many of us find ourselves in our discipleship.
Yeah, so when I talk about banded discipleship, I always say it's really about three things. It's about showing up, it's about being real, and it's about leaning in. And by show up, I mean show up. Be yourself. Let your guard down. Find with this group of people that you can be honest, right? And that leads into the next one, which is to be real. It is to be authentic, to actually speak the truth about yourself with others, and find that God actually shows up when we, in a heartfelt way, tell the truth about ourselves. And lean in is to say, you know what? We need each other. We weren't meant to do this alone. We can't grow without somebody else in our lives spurring us on to love and good deeds. And so show up, be real, lean in, banded discipleship.